TYT Sports, a fantastic Tuesday because we have one of the most accomplished and best writers out there in the world of sports, Dan Wetzel of Yahoo Sports. You were in Steubenville. It is scary to know exactly what happened in Steubenville, Ohio, and how authority just wasn't taken seriously. No one was taken seriously other than the football players. Obviously, it's a horrible case with Richmond and Trent being sentenced there, 16 and 17 years old, respectively, 1 and 2 years in a youth correctional facility. Social media obviously played a humongous role in this case.
It was both social media and the text messaging, and I think this is kind of probably where we're heading, and probably I would see police forces almost shift resources into monitoring social media, particularly amongst high school kids. They basically took live crime scene photos for the police.
Yeah. They
shared them. The girl wouldn't even have known, may not have ever known she was assaulted if not for the text and the bragging and the photo, one of the photos she eventually saw the next day, and that's why the ball went rolling. If they hadn't done that, she just may be another girl who woke up in a bad place, very embarrassed, and really had no idea what happened and no ability to prove it. Probably one of the key things was they took 17 cell phones from kids, both the accused and their friends, the victim, all sorts of people. Took 350,000 text messages, hundreds of thousands of photos, videos, everything, looked through, and were able to piece together so much stuff to where the kid, particularly the kid Trent, who was just never off his cell phone, all but admits admits the crime in his own words, written words.
I mean, how much of a role did Anonymous play in this case?
They got a ton of attention for the case and created really the awareness, the public awareness and the anger. Whether or not they were responsible for the case moving forward, I don't have any evidence that is true. I'm not going to rule it out that the pressure they didn't put on helped. But the police in Steubenville, for all the talk of, well, they're hiding everything and they weren't trying, they arrested these two guys, I think it was 8 days after the original crime, and I think it's 4 or 5 after they were presented that a crime had occurred. I actually think the Steubenville police did a decent job. Now, was everybody charged? No, there's all sorts of problems with that, but eventually the case was handled by the state's attorney general. They brought in a judge.
When you talk about the judge, obviously Judge Thomas Lips was brought in. I believe you mentioned he was brought in from outside of Steubenville because many people were connected throughout the community. One coach was even quoted as saying that the rape was just an excuse. What else are you going to tell your parents when you come home drunk like that and after a night like that? She had to make up something. Now people are trying to blow up our football program because of it. Why did everyone just turn a blind eye to selling alcohol to minors and just treating them like they are, the cat's meow, like they're God's gift to the earth?
There's a couple of factors at play. One is almost everybody knows each other. And, you have 18,000 people, and that's really it. Also, people don't move to Steubenville. You're basically the people who grew up there. So then you have Steubenville high school football, Big Red football. It's won all these state titles. It's a big entertainment option in the fall. It's the thing they look forward to. It's their local team. There's a little bar or two they'll let the kids drink in. I drank in bars in high school too, and I was not. Nobody had any. Nobody was doing me any favor because I was a star of anything. Part of it is that. Part of it was terrible parenting. I think it is just a culture of partying and hookups. The kids certainly believed that the football program was capable of getting them out of some trouble. 2 kids are going off to incarceration, but if you look at the whole crew, the other 3 guys that filmed, the other friends who just happened to be there, weren't in the car, were at a different house, including girls that were hanging around, girlfriends. This is a crew that looks fairly presentable, and a lot of them are going to college. They're gonna, they have pretty good grades. They're the wealthier kids in the town. There's the whole crew. So I think maybe people give them a benefit of the doubt on that. But I think the mistake you can make when you hear this thing outside is go, oh, this is just Steubenville high football. This could be anywhere.
Thomas Lips, I believe, gave immunity to all those who spoke against the defendants. When Anonymous put out their video, you saw Cody Saltzman, who put out these really vigorous tweets and angry tweets about what happened. He was obviously bragging. I take them as that. And then Michael Nodianos, I believe his name is pronounced, had a 12-minute video of where he was gloating about how dead the girl was. I believe he even said, you know, she's deader than OJ's wife. She's deader than Trayvon Martin, all this stuff. Were they granted immunity through this?
Those two were not, no, Saltzman and Nodianos.
Okay.
3 people were granted immunity. It was Mark, and all 3 of them were direct material witnesses to the crimes. Mark Cole, who videotaped the assault, the fondling, if you will, in the car as he sat next to Trent Mays. So the judge said, I'll grant you the immunity to testify. So Cole testified, Evan Westlake, who walked in on it, and another kid named Anthony Craig, who took some photos, saying those guys, for all the joking, they weren't there. So a lot of it, they might have seen photos. And so, you know, it'll be interesting to see, should they have then reported a crime? Did they think, you know, I'll be interested to see what the charges are if they ever get charged. And those other kids were at a different house and got a photo and got word of what was going on. And that's when they were joking and doing. So, you know, it's not as easy of, I think there's so many rumors out here before this trial. The look when you watch that video is this kid saw a rape and didn't care and just goes and jokes about it. You know, he's probably drunk and heard about it and does this completely outrageous thing. But anyway, to answer your basic question, no, those guys do not have immunity on anything.
Now, one other thing really quickly before I let you go. I saw a few hours ago you tweeted out that there were a few tweets that were sent to the victim, threatening tweets saying that if I ever cross you, there's going to be a homicide.
The fact that there's some people that are blaming her or are mad that their friend is in prison, that's going to happen, okay?
Yeah.
But they don't put it on Twitter. It's like social media gives these kids this incredible freedom to express themselves. But when you're 14, 15 years old, you may not have the maturity to handle that freedom.
Did anyone ever confront you? Did they confront any media people, you know, members of Steubenville? Did any of that happen?
No, people of Steubenville were great. Actually, everybody I met was nice. I mean, a lot of people didn't want to talk, but polite. The sheriff's department who ran the court were nice. The anonymous protesters or whoever was protesting, they were all nice. The sheriff was buying pizzas for the protesters.
Dan, thank you so much for the time. A New York Times best-selling author, one of the best sports writers out there. I absolutely promise you. You could find him on Yahoo and on Twitter at Dan Wetzel. He does not own or operate Wetzel Pretzel, so don't ask him for any of those. But either way, Dan, thank you so much for the time, and I really hope we could have you on the show again soon.
Definitely, man. Thanks a lot.